A journalist threatened with 5 years in jail by a Democratic congresswoman. On April 13th, Democratic congresswoman representing the U.S. Virgin Islands and ranking member of the House Judiciary Select Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government, Stacey Plaskett, sent journalist Matt Taibbi a threatening letter. Taibbi is one of the independent journalists who reported the Twitter files. As you will remember, the Twitter files are internal Twitter documents given to some reporters by Twitter owner Elon Musk. Now, in the letter from the Democratic lawmaker, Plaskett claims that last month Taibbi lied under oath during his testimony before Congress. Plaskett threatened Taibbi with up to 5 years in prison, and the letter reads in part, "It has come to my attention that information foundational to your testimony that day has since been revealed to be false and misleading. I would like to provide you with an opportunity to correct the hearing record to ensure accuracy in a congressional hearing and so that the public and their representatives are not misled. Under the federal perjury statute, 18 U.S.C. 1621, providing false information is punishable by up to 5 years in prison." Now, the man who received that threatening letter, independent journalist Matt Taibbi, joins me. Nice to have you back on the show, Matt. Tell me, what in the world does she say you did wrong? What did she say you lied about?
Well, basically, this is all over me getting an acronym wrong by one letter in one tweet. But actually, the error is on the part of the committee and MSNBC, which interviewed me about this. I did make an error in a tweet, but they're erroneously claiming that the Stanford's Election Integrity Partnership does not have a relationship with a Department of Homeland Security agency. They think that that's what that tweet meant, and they're wrong about that. It demonstrably does have a relationship with them. So they're threatening me with jail over an error, which is chilling and crazy.
You know, Matt, look, I admit I'm tired. I've traveled all weekend to South America. I've been on the road yesterday. It's a long day. It's Friday. But it is so unbelievably insane to me that I get a letter on an acronym wrong, especially when you listen to what those 51 former intel trading off their experience, what they wrote. You've got that. And you've got, I'm looking in front of me, is that former CIA Director Clapper was accused, not formally of perjury, at a committee hearing when he said the NSA does not collect any type of data on millions of Americans. That was in June 2013. I mean, all the insane, I can't think of anything more insane than go after you because you made a mistake on an acronym. It really, it's unthinkable to me.
The irony of this from my standpoint, Greta, is I started to drift away from what you might call mainstream journalism precisely over an issue like this. I remembered watching Adam Schiff's hearing about Russian active measures in March of 2017, and where he basically read into the congressional record his theories that were promoted by Christopher Steele. And I thought, wow, it must be true. It's prepared remarks by a member of Congress. But when I wrote to Schiff's office to ask if they had confirmed it, they said, we look forward to speaking to Mr. Steele to corroborate the story. And they hadn't checked it at all. So after that standard, they want to put me in jail over something that's not even an error, which again, is unbelievable.
And not to harken back on those 51, that they still have security clearances. I mean, there's been no. Actually, what they did had potentially big consequences because it could have influenced someone. What you did, getting a letter wrong in an acronym, and all we are acronyms in this city, it really is close to being insane. It really is.
It's incredible. The 51 intelligence officers. There's a couple of things about that are remarkable. Number one, scan the pages of mainstream news coverage today, and you will not see anybody covering that story. That's the story about Michael Morrell admitting his role in that. The former acting CIA director. That's a massive story of national consequence, and it's just simply not in the news. It's much like the Twitter files reports were completely ignored. So what kind of country are we living in now? I went to school. I'm old enough to have gone to college in the Soviet Union, and nobody read the newspapers because it was all lies and then there was no real news in it. Well, we're starting to come to that same situation in America.
We only have 30 seconds left, but let's not forget that you got a little home visit from the IRS while you were testifying, too.
I did, and I was inclined to think, well, maybe that was a coincidence that happened on the day that I was testifying. But now I'm beginning to get paranoid. I mean, this is, it is really chilling. I've got kids. I would laugh about this, but they're threatening me with prison over this ridiculousness. And what reporter is not going to worry going forward?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll dust off my bar license if that congresswoman comes by after you for a letter in an acronym in D.C. But anyway, Matt Taibbi, thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry it happened to you.
Oh,